Learn to fight. Yo, John Fitch here. And I got another episode of Learn to Fight for you. And this one is magnificent. We see an absolutely beautiful display of composure and the fact that grappling is far superior for self-defense. Far superior. Be butthurt about it. Be butthurt about it. You'll see it again in this video here. We have two gentlemen, and I will say this doesn't really, in my book, qualify as self-defense. This, to me, is unregulated, unsanctioned amateur fighting. Okay, because you have two guys squaring off. The smaller guy in this situation, he's got ample room to circle away and get away. He has a friend who's able to record the incident. They have every opportunity in the world to back down and leave and get out of the fight. They do. The larger man in this situation is the one pressing. He's the one pressing. So I don't think legally there's anything wrong with what the smaller guy does here. He is defending himself. He could have ran away, though. Depending on your prosecutor and the state you live in, maybe he could have gotten in trouble because he could have fled. He could have gotten away. But from my point of view, this guy did nothing wrong. He did a great job of closing the distance, getting to the clinch, putting the guy down on the ground, and then working towards a submission while keeping an eye on his surroundings. He was always looking for someone else to come up and attack, and he could have disconnected and got out of there at any time. So I think this is a really great example of what knowing some fighting techniques and knowing some grappling stuff can actually do for you. Right? Let's check this out and we'll see. Here we go. He's covering, works for the single leg, sits him down, gets side control, moves to the back quickly. He's under the throat already. He's already putting a choke on. This is kind of like a pinning combination in wrestling where you snap back and drive that head forward, chin to chest. You can see him go out right here. Smaller guy was looking around. He had his eyes on the horizon. He was looking for anybody else coming up behind him, anybody else who might have been a threat. He did a pretty good job, but again, he could have fled. There was enough space. There was enough distance. He could have got away. They decided to fight, but he used grappling. He moved around, acted like he was going to box. The guy throws a punch. He defends. If you can hit a person, that person can grapple you. Okay? And if you have no idea what you're doing with grappling, you're in trouble. This guy got choked, got handled easily, made to look like a child. He was made to look like a child. Now he's choked out, shaken on the streets. It was probably like Las Vegas or something. And once more. Guy throws a punch. He defends. I do say he shouldn't have taken that first step back. When that first punch came, he should have been all in. He hesitated a little bit. That's the one criticism I can say here. He's kind of on his feet. He's looking, eyes up. Eyes are on the horizon. He's looking to see if anybody else is coming. He's going to look to see if he's going to get punted. He's not 100% only focused on the guy in front of him. He's looking around. That comes from training. That comes from experience. Because if you're not experienced, you're going to be so focused, hyper-focused on the task at hand that you're probably going to phase out and not pay attention to the other stuff going on. This guy was calm, cool, collected. He's working on the submission and the choke. He can feel. He doesn't have to look. He can feel what's happening, and he's looking around, checking for any more trouble. Puts the guy out. He even sets his head down nicely. This guy's lucky that he got choked out by a gentleman. One more time. He was like, I don't even think he had any intention at all of throwing any hands. He just put his hands up and is moving around, trying to draw out that strike, trying to draw out the punch. The guy commits to the punch, moves inside, gets to the leg, sits him down on the throat very quickly. Good night. Guy's sleeping, snoring on a Las Vegas sidewalk. There you have it. Grappling is king. Grappling is superior. Cry. Go home and cry in your pillows about it. It's always the people with no experience who always want to talk the most. I've never grappled a day in my life, but I know for a fact that striking is superior in these situations. Because you'll get punted and there's a knife and gun and aliens. Whatever excuse you want to make not to actually work hard and train. And the thing that makes you most sick is the same people, they don't even train stand-up. They're not even boxing. They're living in a fantasy land. They just watch movies. They watch Marvel movies and Bruce Lee movies, and they think they know fighting and they know anything about fighting because of that. I've watched 57 UFC events. I'm so smart about fighting. I don't ever have to try a technique out, ever. I don't ever have to run a scenario, ever. I'm just the smartest and best. Or it's the guys with the magic guns. If I just carry the gun around, it makes all the bad things disappear. I don't have to train how to use it. I don't have to train how to keep it. If somebody jumps up on me and walks up on me and they're one step away from me, I'm John Wick. I will pull that thing out and I will shoot 50 people. Whatever, bros, whatever. This was beautiful. This is beautiful, artful. I sent this to my student. He thought it was amazing. Man, a little bit of grappling. That's not even like high level stuff. He covered his dome. He forced the clinch. He got to the single leg. He sits him down. That's first year stuff. That's first year stuff. Sits him down, gets side control. He doesn't want to commit to that ground position. He was kind of floating up. As the guy sat up, he's just circled to the back. Circled to the back, slid that choke right under the chin, and then settled back. As he's watching everybody else, he's watching what's going on. He's making sure that nobody's running up on him. That was really good, man. I don't know who that guy is, but he's definitely had a good amount of training, and he's considered the self-defense aspects of using those techniques in those type of situations. I don't think that was an accident. I don't think he just accidentally fell into doing those things. It's a lot of training. That's experience, man. That's experience. I think that was a really cool video to see in the sense of technique being displayed. I think it's really sad that adult grown men feel the need to fight in public. I mean, the big guy looked like he was in his swimming shorts. This looked like they're in Vegas. Like, man, have fun. You're supposed to be having fun, people. Like, what's so important? What is so important? I really don't understand. He looked at me funny. He disrespected me. He's getting more attention from the girls. I gotta fight him. I gotta do it. I don't understand. Go to the gym, man. A lot of gyms in Vegas. A lot of gyms everywhere nowadays. There's plenty of places to go. Enroll with people, punch people, not get arrested, and not get choked out on the street. And the big guy is pretty lucky. He's pretty lucky that guy was so gentle. Like, you see, after he choked him out and let go, he like set his head down gently and then walked away. Lesser men might have done a lot more harm after the fact of him being unconscious. It's a scary, ugly place we live in a lot of times. So you got to be prepared. All right, guys? Make sure you're getting prepared. Make sure you're studying. Make sure you're learning. I got programs specifically designed that'll teach you a lot of what that kid just did. Check them out. They're in the description. The intro to practical self-defense, that's free. Get you guys started. Some very basic things to get you working on right away. And then you want a little more to get you even more safe. Get the practical self-defense. Definitely get the practical self-defense. It's worth it, man. It's worth it. You don't have to go to the ground with the practical self-defense stuff. You can get some friends, practice in the park, do these techniques, run through at a medium pace to get used to them with pressure. And then at some points, you can even get maybe some gloves on or something and have you guys attack each other. It's great. It's great fun. It's fun, man. You're humans. You're human males, and you're designed to fight. Millions of years of evolution made us capable of fighting. Don't betray and turn your back on your ancestors and become a weak, gelatinous pig. Learn to fight. Learn to fight. No one's going to do it for you. All right, guys? Don't be getting in fights in public, though. Don't do it. Just don't. That kid did a great job. The small guy did a great job. But realistically, he also should have just left. There's no shame in that. Who cares? It's stupid. It's a really stupid thing. He's not getting any awards or belts. And I'm not a lawyer. He still may be liable to being sued. I don't know. Maybe there is something that he did in there that he could be prosecuted on criminal charges for. I'm not certain. To me, it doesn't seem like it. As a potential juror, I wouldn't convict that guy. I'll call him an idiot maybe for fighting in the street, but I'm not going to punish him, take away his freedoms. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let me hear what you think in the comments. Make sure you're going to johnfitch.net, sign up for the newsletter. Make sure you're watching John Fitch Knows Nothing Sunday nights at 7. We talk a lot about all the fights that are going on, MMA, bare knuckles, boxing. Talk about a lot of red pill stuff too. And we overall have a whole lot of fun because we're fun people. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll check you later.